Actually, there's a certain logic here that we all share. There's this idea of keeping the highway or the traffic flowing as fast as possible. Like, let's keep it moving, man. Don't let it stop. That's why, for example, if it's empty, move all the way to the right, leave the middle and the left lanes. Wait, did we just mess up? Oh no, the guy behind me hit the brakes. The guy behind me braked. I told him, I'll get out of here right away. Don't worry, sir. I got out. I really did get out of there. I need to move all the way to the left. Can I keep up with the pace? As much as I can, sir. All right, here we go. Whoa, let's go. Hop, hop. So that's about it in Germany. I mean, in Germany, the maximum level of excitement is just this. Here you move all the way to the left. Just like when you move to the right, since there's no showing off or anything, this is the max. We had fun, just a little bit of fun. I had fun too. Hello, welcome. Today, we on the German Autobahn at night, in nighttime traffic. Today, I'll be talking to you about this. What is it? What isn't it? How do we drive? At what speeds do we go? I wanted to start the video right from the middle of the Autobahn. Now, as you can see, we're going at 130. When I watched my previous video, you could see it in my frame as well. I like that too. At least from the dashboard, you can see how, at what speeds, and how we overtake. Now I see a whoa, someone who really makes use of the far left lane is passing by. As you can see, we're currently going at 125. It's enough to overtake a truck at this average speed. In the previous video, I also talked about evening traffic. Today, I continue from there. Right now, our cruising speed is 125. There's no traffic behind me on the left. There's a bit of a slow group in front of me. That's why I immediately moved to the middle lane. As you can see, the left lane is empty. We try not to move to the far left as much as possible. I mean, let's not block the way for those who weave through traffic like those guys earlier. Let the highway flow. Actually, there's a shared logic here among everyone. There's this idea of keeping the highway or the traffic moving as fast as possible. Like, let's keep it flowing, man. Don't let it stop. That's why, for example, if it's empty, move to the far right and leave the middle and left lanes open. So, for instance, let's say the guy behind me is driving a small truck or a pickup. I'm going at 130 kilometers per hour, but the guy is going at 160 now. It's like he's overtaking me in the middle lane. You know, unlike in Istanbul or England, there's no talk here about the far right lane being empty. I've reached 140 now. Look, before I even got too close to his rear, I immediately signaled to the left. I've made my intention clear and I'm continuing. Actually, night traffic is something I kind of enjoy well. Daytime traffic is okay too, but night traffic is actually one of the nicer types of traffic. Because with the lights, you can see, I mean, except for those maniacs who turn off all their lights though, that's very rare. I've never encountered it myself, but sometimes I see it on Instagram or something. Some guys turn off all their lights and drive in ghost mode, but you know, if there are no lights behind you, then there's no one there. If there are no lights ahead, there's no one there. If there are, then there is, so it can be easier that way. Of course, what was it night blindness? Was it called chicken blindness or something? You know, as long as you don't have any issues with night vision, we'll see. At the same time, I'm also curious about how the camera handles night vision. Now, did the one in the middle just try to move to the left? Doesn't seem like it. That's when I showed up. We're continuing like this. Ah, now it came out. I guess you couldn't see the rear view mirror. Apparently, he was waiting for me with that intention. He came out after I passed. Look, I'm moving to the far right again. I moved all the way to the empty right lane. In what way am I expecting your comments? I mean, your curiosity, what you're wondering about, what you want me to explain, least as much as I can. How slow is this? I mean, these guys are really something. There are people who just crawl along at 80 behind the truck or for example, there's a slow friend in the middle lane. I immediately moved all the way to the left, but when I do, I constantly check behind me because someone could come up behind me at 300. I'm always checking my rear view mirror. In the middle lane, I'm a bit calmer, a bit more relaxed. But in the far left lane, you really have to be on high alert. I mean, there's always someone who suddenly appears out of nowhere if you let your guard down. For example, I'm going at 130. You could say, this guy is probably doing 170, 180. So I immediately moved all the way to the right again. After that, if there are things you want me to explain, I'd be happy to do so. So please, if you ask me or write in the comments without hesitation, I can make videos on those kinds of topics. Or if it's about image quality, camera angle, or anything like that, I'm open to any suggestions in the comments. As you can see, we're continuing at around 130, 130 to 40 in that range. Now there's someone coming up behind me in the middle lane at about 170, 180. I cut in front of him. There's another one right behind him. Now I signal to the left. I'm not moving to the left yet. I check behind me because in this kind of situation, if there's still someone insistently coming in the middle lane, I shouldn't cut in front of them. I signal to the left. But it's not like, oh, okay, the right is mine, and I just suddenly jump out. For example, the person in front did this. He signaled his intention to go left. I'm looking at the middle again. What did I do? The far left behind me is already completely empty. This is one of the benefits of the night. You can see where the lights behind you are, how close they're getting, how far they're going. I immediately move to the middle lane. From there, I'll stick right to the right lane. Yes, nice. Some of these guys, the headlights, and here's something interesting. Maybe the guy has a sprinter or something. He's just cutting through traffic. For example, this guy prefers to cut through from the far left lane. That's a choice too, for example. That could work as well. Oh, nice 200. Over 200, man. Man, that over 200 is going really well. It's doing justice to its speed. Whoops. Now there's someone in front of me again, so I move to the left, and behind me it's completely empty anyway. Look, use your turn signals if there's a group coming from behind. Don't just cut in front of them. Worst case, you'll have to hit the brakes, because it's obvious the guy is faster than usual. You could jump in front of him, but still. Let's not just think, if he hits me from behind, he's at fault either. Of course, you might think that way, but don't do it for your own safety. For the safety of the moment, and for overall traffic safety, there's really no need for such maneuvers. Traffic is about tolerance, love, and respect. I moved all the way to the right again. There's very little left. Soon there will also be videos coming from the far left lane at 200, even over 200. Don't worry at all. Keep going for a day, for a kilometer. There we go. For example, look, now I checked the center mirror, signaled left, but didn't change lanes yet. Got really close. I never let off the gas. I have a bit of that attitude too. Now, thanks to that friend moving left and making space for me, I was able to move to the middle lane. If he hadn't, I would have had to slam on the brakes. I'm doing it again. I signaled left. Is anyone coming from behind? No, there isn't. I did it. So you need to pay attention to those coming from the middle lane. If someone insists on staying in the middle lane, there's nothing you can do about it. I won't move to the right because the cars in front of me have moved to the middle lane. There are vehicles merging from the right. That's why he did that. Is it risky to move all the way to the left? I signaled all the way to the left. I haven't moved over yet, and I probably won't be able to. Yes, as you can see, I slammed on the brakes because I'm not going that fast. We slammed on the brakes, sir. It can happen. Things like this are possible. We couldn't keep up with that group space. And since I couldn't keep up, I didn't want to cut in front of them. So we dropped down to 95. Things like this can happen because, on the German Autobahn, sir, we need a fast car. Now, a slow car is fine in the city. But on the Autobahn, you need a fast car. What happens if I move all the way to the left lane? I'm going to overtake really fast, man. There's a group coming up behind me. Oh man, what is that? That guy is coming up really fast. I put on my right turn signal. Meanwhile, I sped up a bit too. The guy is coming. He'll pass me in a moment. Thankfully, he slowed down a bit. When he saw me in the far left lane, I was actually going even faster. As you can see, you need a fast car. A fast car on the Autobahn. Because, oh man, did we do it, man? Oh no. The guy behind me hit the brakes. The guy behind me braked. I told him, I'll get out of here right away. Don't worry, man. I got out of there. I just kept getting out. I need to move all the way to the left. The pace, you just can't keep up. As much as I made up, sir. Alright, here we go. Whoa! Let's go. Hop, hop. So, that's about it in Germany. In Germany, the most action you get is this. Man, you move all the way to the left. If you move to the right, since there's no gossip or anything, that's the max. We had some fun, just a little bit. I had fun too.